What if I told you the person who doesn't care about the game isn't bored? They're aware. While everyone else is locked onto the screen, tracking stats, memorizing rosters, writing every second like it decides their mood for the week, there's someone sitting back, calm, detached, watching the room instead of the scoreboard, and that calm does something strange to people. It unsettles them. Because in a culture that bonds through teams, rivalries, and shared obsession, not caring doesn't just look neutral. It feels like quiet resistance. You've seen the moment. Final seconds, everyone leaning forward, hearts racing. And one person scrolling, relaxed, untouched by the tension in the air. Maybe that person is you. Maybe you've felt that subtle pause when someone asks, "Who do you root for?" And you hesitate, because the honest answer is no one. And in that split second, it's like you've violated an invisible social contract. Sports here aren't just entertainment. They're identity, loyalty, tribe. When you don't pick a tribe, people don't just question your preference. They question your wiring. Here's where it gets interesting. People who don't obsess over sports often don't outsource their emotional state. They don't let strangers' wins and losses dictate their highs and lows. They're careful about what they attach their nervous system to. That doesn't make them superior. It makes them selective. Their dopamine isn't tied to a scoreboard. It might come from building something, solving something, understanding something. It might come from solitude, from ideas, from progress that doesn't require a crowd. And that difference creates friction. Because sports offer something powerful, socially approved intensity. You can scream. You can cry. You can hug a stranger and call it brotherhood. It's emotional expression with a uniform. If you opt out of that system, you don't just lose the game. You lose the shortcut to belonging. And finding belonging without a jersey is harder. It demands real conversation, real vulnerability, real common ground. No scoreboard to hide behind. For many people, that's uncomfortable. So when someone stands outside the ritual, it exposes how much of the connection depends on the ritual itself. There's also independence at play. When you don't obsess, you're less likely to inherit loyalty by default. No automatic rivalries. No childhood allegiance passed down before you could think critically. You choose what earns your attention. You decide where your energy goes. That autonomy can be quietly threatening. Group identity survives on shared symbols and repeated habits. When you decline to participate, even politely, it sends a subtle message. You don't need collective validation to feel complete. People sense that, even if they can't explain why it bothers them. But detachment isn't emptiness. Many non-obsessive personalities are highly analytical. They're not disengaged. They're observing. They notice how quickly joy flips into rage, how one missed shot can sour an entire week, how billion-dollar industries package loyalty and sell it back as identity. That awareness creates distance, and distance can be a form of self-protection. Still, there's a trade-off. You miss the electric high five, the roar that shakes the walls, the instant bond with a stranger wearing the same colors. You stand slightly outside the circle, and sometimes you wonder if that makes you cold. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it means you're deliberate. Maybe you're not disinterested in passion. You're intentional about where you place it. In a world constantly competing for your loyalty, choosing not to plug in is its own statement. So when someone looks at you like you're strange for not knowing the score, ask yourself a better question. Are you disconnected, or are you simply unwilling to let someone else decide what deserves your heartbeat?